right, Coach. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between
Remember, they was waiting for us last
and
time.
the Houston Texans.
It's 2 boxes, so there might be another team close.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards.
Oh, yeah, we got a far way to go.
Down back shy of the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Parents happy they don't have to be parents.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot
Damn,
of
it
room
just put
there,
up
but there's gotta
49
be one
against the
positive
Rams.
to that. If you keep moving laterally,
The Jets.
creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple.
They got all them
Here's
plays.
2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Open man is Cameron Batson.
Yeah, I'm broke.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Good one. That was a good one.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go over there. We need to get some money. Oh, shit. What up? I need money. I only got 1,200.
Ready? 30 base.
What?
They'll run it now out of the gun.
No, you need to say that.
They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Mm-hmm. It's a box down here.
Back to throw is Austin. To throw on 3rd down. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And some room to roam now. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now
That's what
is
I'm using my thing.
Mahomes.
See if anybody's around.
You're fucking kidding me.
Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? you make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Going deep here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown.
And then we're going to double back and grab that other one.
A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Austin letting one go deep for a Nunwa. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. And what a big time.
That definitely was cheese.
You say what?
That shit was some cheese.
Play there. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This is Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
All right, come on.
Looking to throw. And that's Elliott.
Hey, somebody coming.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football.
They below me.
It doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. 2nd and 4. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first.
Y'all going up?
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
No. I'm all the way on the bottom.
Back to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get
Oh my God
by the offense.
How'd you die?
2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And in his 15th season, he's
Is there a dude right next to me?
Go. And they are on the board, but still trailing
Downstairs.
7-3. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand there, first ball, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end
You gonna be able to hit that before?
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
This dude.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50
oh, shit!
play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up.
You got yourself revive, right?
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty?
You at the Storm?
What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are
all right, hold on.
If there's contact
pop this UAV.
sides,
all right, you clean.
no flag. Let them fight
Come
it
on,
out.
Josh Jackson.
Oh, shit, no, you're not. Somebody just aimed at me. I don't go down.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott.
Hey, they on that roof, bro.
Gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They're on the roof of this building.
Especially in the second half. When you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half and some of these shorter games. Bigger ones later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit.
Yeah, they up on that. They up top.
Incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys
You're
are
fucking
take
kidding me.
over
Come
at
on
the
now.
21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
Oh, shit, on me!
Field position battle as a general.
Wow.
Now is a little more
Nobody.
consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 24, Mahomes going deep here for Bryant. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check it.
Come on.
So the
You won't be able to return to the game.
Across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb. And the result here,
Nah, don't worry about it. It's in the smoke.
leaves him with 2
It's in the
to go
smoke.
on 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On the other side of that wall, Lou. Oh, shit. No. Don't move, Lou. Stay there.
They'll get the first down and more inside the 20.
Yeah, it's going towards Ant.
29 yards and a first.
Ooh, that last. Woo!
Hand off to the left. That play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach.
You gotta get over that wall, Lou.
Left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything
He
to
right
leak
behind
from the backside on the right side of the offensive
Oh,
line
look over
either.
there.
Well played.
Oh, they killed
They
him.
created a big run.
Oh, Lou. Throw your grenade. Throw your grenade.
The fullback trying to take him home. And he will push his way
Good grenade.
forward down to about
Good nade.
the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy
If
right
you're
there.
right.
That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him
They behind
before he
you.
can get started.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's
2 teams.
2nd and goal.
It was 2 teams.
And he gets into the end zone.
Yeah, it was 2 teams.
Touchdown, Houston. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Well, it was second and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Ready up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point safely through. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from... And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Joe Schobert in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Mahomes. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A give running right is Chubb. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Dancing to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second down and goal. Mahomes. Toward the pylon, caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Brown, the lone receiver, left. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. comes throwing on fourth. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 3 yards out. And the Texans push further out in front.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by John Johnson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away. Touchdown, Houston. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
All right, let me start running the
offense
ball.
now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. John Johnson with the INT. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and is coming to the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On second down, Elliott. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
Set, go.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Come on, set. 18 Gators. Hey, seam 6. Seam.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
I know what the scoreboard says here, but for all those who are playing fantasy football, their scoreboards are different. Points scored could benefit someone.
Extra point try good by Gano. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now here's Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mahomes going to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Push him back. Push him back.
Get it.
10th carry now for Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Snap.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Joe Schobert picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down again. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Hey, wahoo!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Burnett. 25 yards that time. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, Haywood! Come!
They'll drop the throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joe Schobert, and that will force a turnover on downs. Well, the D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. It's caught, Smith. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll set up the throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act. That is nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, it's another week, another loss as they fall now to 0-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.